people. Que pasa, sac passe, what they do. Welcome to Crime Time News, where the difference is in the meds. Call it news with a buzz. This one is called Sorry for Maga Dog, him turn around bite you. Have you ever had a friend, you and him grow up together, or you and she grow up together, went to school together? That person fell down on their luck, or that person is just a bum. So therefore, you are doing okay. You try to assist that person in any way that you can, financially including. However, that person is actually jealous of you. That person don't want to see anything good for you. That person would more bring you down instead of supporting you, the fact that you are supporting them financially. I am speaking about a story that occurred in a place called Water Lane in a Clarendon, where a good youth, hard-working youth farmer, him farm livestock, him farm anything to make a living, to make ends meet. Every day him get up, go out the bush, tie out him goat, tie out him cow, sell him thing, make a honest living. Hard-working youth is not the type of typical youth that we see in a Jamaica. It is more, or he is more, like the exception rather than the norm. However, Romy have a friend named Eric Forrester, known as Kush. You know, say from somebody named Kush, more than likely that person have a special liking for weed. You know, say if you can't manage the weed, especially if you're worthless, it only make NIGGARITIS kick in every now and then. So anyways, apparently Mr. Romy was going to the bush himself, some of him livestock. He was saving, he had about 510,000 Jamaican dollars, that is, in him house, lock up in a some sorts of jar, some sorts of safe, some sorts of chest. Me don't know the details. However, every time him check, it seems as if that funds was dwindling down immensely. And he must say to himself, then hold on a minute. Me nah see the burglar bar tear off. Me nah see no sorts of door a kick down. However, the money gone. No sorts of forced entry in the premises. He must say to himself, no man, something strange. Him friend named Eric Forrester Kush always I say, boy, it look like a dopey a thief your money. People, me no know. Sometimes in some of these country areas, some of these people think backwards, and people still believe in a dopey and rolling calf and all sorts of stuff like that. So maybe Mr. Romy and Kush is like that, or maybe Romy was being crafted by his crafty, or thought that he was crafty friend, meaning Kush. I tell him all sorts of dopey story to justify how his money was being missing or misplaced. So anyways, Romy set up a sting. I am going to speak about stings and why the popo should use that, not talking about the actual members of the JSF further on in the news. So anyways, Romy set up a sting. One day him there in the house. Him there wait. Nobody no pull up, no Kush no pull up, no dopey no pull up, no GUN man no pull up, no sorts of dopey or no sorts of GUNMAN. Him there in the house. You know, in a Jamaica when the rain start fall, all sorts of mosquito. Him say mosquito nearly bite out him daylight that day. However, he had patience. Him wait the next day and him hide in a some sorts of closet, like Shibada, before him kick down the door. When him there in there, him hear the door open. Him a videotape the whole episode. When him look, him jaw almost drop at the ground and mash up like some sorts of denture. When him see a O come in at the house and take up some money, half of the Chester drawer, half of the shiffer row from back in the days. When him look no Kush, when him say, oh, the man, Kush frightened so much till him drop all of the money upon the ground. Him jaw almost drop at the ground also. Him couldn't answer. Him a stutter like stammer. The man a say, you PUS foot you, I catch a thief, I catch you. Finally. That was when Romy start calling everybody like some sort of skittle down a Coronation Market. Woy de, Willie, woy de, Taco, woy de, Mr. Green, Mr. Brown, Mr. Black, Mr. Everybody Dog and Puss. Come look here. Mr. Romy called down everybody from the neighborhood. Like go tell it over the mountains, over the hills and everywhere. Everybody in the district, in the lane come forward to see who this 2-foot puss was. To their astonishment and people, Romy said he knew he had some sorts of inclination before say, me feel as if a Kush a thief it, you know. Because Kush all him want to get up every day, drink boom, drink Guinness, and also roll up and crush out spliff in him and miggle. He never wants to go to the bush. He had no sorts of ambition of doing any sorts of 9 to 5. And people, to quote from the great bounty killer, if you don't want to work, you will take work or you will thief. So anyways, the people them come, some people are say, you know, say, Kush we get some CLAATING. You know, say, him forget jungle justice. However, Romy insisted that he's going to take it to the lawful way, meaning to the courts. Romy insisted that he is going to call the Popo and the Popo was going to come and take the regular procedures of taking it through the judicial system. To the anger of some of the persons that was there. The person that was there that was the most disappointed was the fact that it seems as if Kush's father also, well not seems, his father also pulled up on the spot. When him father see the son and the two of them eyes make four, the father say, no man, I must dopey this, I care my son this. My son would never do something like this. Me not grow up my son like this. My son not have no type of teeth in chromosome or teeth in genes. Something wrong, I must see somebody, I must be a dopey or a GUNMAN for real. However, it was indeed his son. Now people, remember, this youth get up every day. Me I talk about Romy. Livestock him a deal with. Farming him a deal with. Him now farm no fool. Him a try make 2 ends meet. He is trying to make himself a better person. And you see the type of person that he is. Even after Kush stole in excess of 300,000 on multiple occasions, meaning the total. Him still never want the people to give him the type of Tarzan and Jane justice. He still insisted that he is going to do stuff the right way. Now people, I know that a lot of you people that are listening to this story are going to say, yes, my experience might not be the same as this. However, I have had friends that have pretty much betrayed me, BACK stabbed me, bring me down all the time. This is friends or the person that you try to help or assist the most. Moral of the story, like me say, sorry for Maga dog, them turn round and them BITEU. It is not everybody that you help deserves help. Whenever you are helping anyone, please to make sure that you assess the situation, assess that person, and see if when you help that person, you are not giving him a fish and bread every day. You are going to teach him to fish. You are going to enlighten him or she and make them know, say, listen, you can do this too. You can get yourself out of this situation. However, when you see them worthless people, you can buy a school. However, you can't buy class. And next thing that you cannot buy or cannot teach anybody is ambition or to be honest. People sometimes just don't have it in them, and Kush is one of those persons. However, Kush get or should get SMOKET. Now people, if you notice, this youth in a water lane in a Clarendon a farmer. He does not have any sorts of military or any sorts of law enforcement expertise or experience. However, him realize, I want to know the truth. I want to get to the bottom of this. So therefore, I am going to set up a sting. I am going to catch this person red-handed. Why is it that our JCF cannot set up some sting with all these people that are smuggling all sorts of GUNS, all sorts of tool in the place? Why is it that you always hear them have a person of interest? Why is it you always hear say them find the ship with X amount of cocoa, X amount of tool, X amount of contraband? However, them can't hold anybody else. So my point is this. Take an example or a leaf out of the book of Mr. Romy, and you, the JCF upper hierarchy, whomever, might also be successful. A sting is not complete until you hold the person, the suspect, red-handed. Me just say, point blank and period. Further on in the news, it is called, why does it seem as if the JCF is always the last to know? Why does it seem as if the JCF is always the last to act? I am speaking about a situation that occurred last week or so in a place called Grandspen, in which a man lost his life. That person's name is Romy. Based on the information that is out there from the street, it is said that Romy and a dancehall artist's mother, dancehall artist Jahshii, had some sorts of disagreement, verbal altercation, some sorts of dash water, lime in a water, go down, and then them kind of KICK off. It is said that the mother of Jahshii then called Jahshii. Jahshii pull up with him entourage. Some sorts of verbal altercation ensued. A day or so later on, Mr. Romy lost his life. It is said that Romy is the brother of a known criminal affiliate done from the era, a man called Pookie. Pookie lives overseas. However, Pookie have a criminal history in a Jamaica and even in a foreign. Pookie just come out of jail, so therefore Pookie has street credibility from Jamaica, and he brought that street credibility in a foreign with him. And like them say, a leopard never changes its spots. Based on the information, it is said that Pookie sent some sorts of THREATS to Jahshii, saying that him feel more than likely the possibilities are he had everything to do with his brother losing his life, based on the fact that him mother and him brother didn't have some sorts of altercation, and then him just lose him life. It is more than coincidental. Now people, if there is one thing that we know about criminal elements, them see things all when it happen. Them know if we draw all sorts of card and use all sorts of towncraft. Them take with people that is even innocent. So what if they feel as if you are guilty? Especially when rational and any reasonable person, including you and I, would think that Jahshii have something to do with something. So therefore, you know that more than likely Pookie was going to send some sorts of THREATS to Jahshii in reprisal for his brother. It was going to be inevitable. Now people, it seems as if the JCF also got the information. Now the JCF is saying that Jahshii needs to turn himself in. Jahshii is either a suspect or even the least a person of interest. Jahshii needs to show up and answer some question in some sorts of Q&A, maybe in the presence of his lawyer. Now, based on the information that is circulating on the street out there, it is said that after Romy loses life, Jahshii take for himself. Don't know if Jahshii brought his mother with him. People them must say Jahshii run with Ghana country. In my opinion, I think that it is going to be a wise idea if Jahshii mother, Jahshii family, any and everybody that is closely associated with Jahshii also take for themselves until there is some sort of resolution, meaning through the streets or through the legal place. People, me don't know what's going to happen as it pertains to this. However, one thing that history has shown us as it pertains to Grand Spin, it is like a revolving door. It is like some sort of volcano. One day it is dormant and then the next day it erupts. It has been a cycle like that. And like me say, the cycle will not change. It only gets from bad to worse. So therefore, we can expect some sorts of reprisal, some sorts of retaliation. It is inevitable, in my opinion. Point blank and period. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos like these, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. Bless up.